Praise the sun. Praise the sun. Praise the sun. Praise the sun.
All right. Hello, Internet. I am Daniel from Cinema Brawls, the show where we put two movies head-to-head to see which one comes out on top. And today, you are watching Daniel Plays Dark Souls and Rants About Movies. Yeah. So today... I am going to talk about a movie. Wow, that's loud. See, the problem is that Dark Souls is really loud in my headphones, and so I have to keep adjusting it. All right. So today I'm going to be talking about a movie called Fractured. Fractured is a 2019 movie. Directed by Brad Anderson, stars Sam Worthington, Lily Rabe, and Lucy Capri, and is the story of a man whose daughter gets hurt at who gets hurt at a gas station, so they take her to the doctors, and then the man's wife and daughter go missing. And he struggles to try to find them. I didn't even know about this pathway here. Okay. Oh. All right. Ah, they're following me. So, as you may know, Sam Worthington doesn't do a whole... he doesn't do a whole lot of stuff necessarily. I really don't feel like he is a bad actor necessarily. I don't feel like he is really bad at all. What he is a little bit boring. But this is a good role for him because he is a little bit boring, a little bit wooden. Vanity. Sif. Man. Cleansing Great Shield. What does a Cleansing Great Shield do? Sorry. I thought that was a pathway. So this is a great role for Sam Worthington because it really he really does play a well, like, he does a really good job of playing this character who, you know what, just like for all of these videos, I don't care, spoilers ahead. Spoilers like just full steam ahead. He plays a guy who suffers this brain injury and is really confused about the events of what happened. And for a savvy filmgoer as myself, it's kind of easy to see where the director is going because of the kind of filmic cues, I guess. They're like booze. This movie reminds me a lot of... Oh, that's cool. Reminds me a lot of the movie Dreamhouse with Daniel Craig. Because it uses the same kind of ideas where a guy has suffered a brain injury, and because of that, his worldview and how he perceives the events of things that are happening to him is now twisted and unreliable. I use that, I'd like to think appropriately, just because of, you know, the trope of the unreliable narrator, right? Okay. I just... Yes. I'm scared. So there's a part where right after... Cool. Okay. I go around. There's a part where so as Sam Worthington is trying to quote unquote save his daughter from a dog. Like a literal just dog. He like throws a rock and it scares the daughter off of this kind of this ledge, and she breaks her arm. And he jumps down after her, and when he does that, there's a moment that is very clearly meant to kind of instill this idea of I think this is Manus. It's clearly meant to instill this idea of everything that happens doesn't take place in a real place, if that makes sense. Like his wife, who was understandably just like a little upset because it's very clearly established early on that he isn't necessarily a great husband and father because he had a previous wife who died in a car accident. So he drives very slow. He doesn't drink he's trying not to drink and struggling with that. He is late to a lot of things. He's rude, and his relationship to his wife and daughter is strained because of that. And then after he falls down, and so does the daughter, all of a sudden his wife is a little bit nicer to him. She's a little bit kinder. They laugh about stuff that's happened before. His daughter's like, "You did a great job, Daddy," all this stuff. And it's kind of weird, like, and it's off-putting. And as a savvy film goer such as myself, it's very obvious that what he's seeing is not true. And then he goes out to wait for his wife to come back with the daughter from a scan, like a CAT scan or something, MRI, and they never come out. And he thinks that the hospital has been kidnapping people and trying to harvest their organs or something like that. And he obviously has a little bit of a head injury. He's got a Band-Aid on there, and it starts bleeding at various times when, like, the director wants to remind you of it. And then he, like, goes crazy. They try to lock him in a room and give him, like, a sedative because he starts yelling a lot, like, "Where's my wife? Where's my family?" And then he pumps himself, like, full of adrenaline. Like, that much adrenaline should probably have killed him. Like, there's this adrenaline, like, implant things that they give you in someone's coding, right? And, like, he sticks himself with like 3 or 4 of them, and he's fine. Like, he's just trying to stay awake, and I feel like that should have killed him. But he gets away, and then he sneaks. Then he gets police officers, goes back in, and then they kind of suspect that maybe something's off. So they go to where there was the fall, and they find blood spots, and so they think that he killed his family. So then he escapes from the police, goes back to the hospital, kills the security guard, and, like, finds his wife and daughter in the basement and, like, take them home, or, like, tries to take them home, right? And And then, like, at the very end, you see that it's not actually his wife and daughter. It's a guy getting an appendectomy, like his appendix taken out. And so he's halfway through this surgery of having his appendix removed. He's just open. And, like, then the camera, like, moves in this car up and over the guy that's getting the appendectomy and sees the bodies of his wife and kid in the trunk. Some things I liked about it. It is fairly confident in the movie. Here, let me take a second. I'm going to reset the camera and I'll come back and I'll talk more about it and Fight Madness. Alright. Sorry, I had to change some settings to make the camera run smoother and to make it just a little bit brighter in here. Alright, well, before I start talking about the movie again, I'm going to try to fight Manus. Let's see how this goes. Does anyone know what kind of... Ooh. Oh, it's like so heavy though. It's this giant great shield. Of course it's super heavy. Alright. That's it. Manus, here we come. Dang, guy. Watching this cutscene because I've never seen this before. I knew of Manus. I didn't, like, my problem is that I didn't know I had, like, I knew I had the Prepare to Die edition. I didn't realize that that meant that I had wow. I did pretty good there for like a minute. It's a good first fight against Manus, isn't it? Oh crap, I'm down back here. Alright, so first things first. Get some huge manatees all up in here. Alright. So, bear with me for just a sec. You know what? Yeah. Alright. Sorry. Things that I liked about whatever it's called. Fractured. Again, this wasn't a great movie. It was what I would call a competent movie. This movie didn't try to change anything. It didn't try to be the best version of anything, really. All that it was trying to do and all that it succeeded in doing was got a lot of firebombs here. All right. All right. Again, Fractured is a competent movie. It's fine. It's okay. It's not great. It's fine. It's fine. Like, there's nothing that really was just like, okay, yeah, that's good. Like, there's nothing that stood out as just really good. Like, again, I kind of saw where I was going because I've seen Dreamhouse, but that doesn't necessarily make it a bad movie. Like, it, again, competence. But what it was just it was a little bit too long, especially in the second act there. Just for this kind of, like, it's exactly an hour and 39 minutes long. There's not much you can cut out without it being like a little bit too short at that point, because I'm sure like at least 5 minutes of those is the credits. So, but it just felt like it dragged a little bit. He's in the hospital, he's out of the hospital. He's in the hospital, he's out of the hospital. And I realized why. They only had like 2 locations and 1 road that they could be on. This is definitely a Bottle-esque movie, and that those can be good, just not necessarily great. You know, it kind of tried to play into like maybe a little bit of the scariness of hospitals, but at the end the hospitals are the good guys and he's just this crazy guy. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but that's how it goes. The other thing is that while at the end there was definitely, like, you found out what was going on, there wasn't really any catharsis. He is aggressive. Dang. Remember the first time I tried fighting this guy, and I like... Wow. Okay. Fine. It's okay. I for those of you who haven't seen the other videos, I keep coming back to this bonfire because this one's kindled, and so I get all 10 Estus flask instead of just 5. So that's why I keep having to warp. I know it wastes time. That's why I'm doing it. This isn't a speed run. That'll come next. Holy cow, is this place dark? The things that I didn't totally love. I didn't totally love how do I put this? There are a couple of distinct moments of toxic masculinity in the movie that I know was played for look at how bad this guy is. But that still doesn't necessarily make it good. Like, when his daughter goes to the hospital and she is being taken down this elevator chute path thing. She says to him, "Daddy, you did a good job." And like the way that the characters speak to him after he has his head injury really kind of, it broaches into like what these kind of abusive dads probably want to, well, what really all dads and all guys want to hear, but in the worst way, because at that point you kind of know that he probably killed his wife and kids. Like, you just know, you know, like, the movie isn't subtle, really. And so I understand why they do that. it's not even really a criticism, I guess. It's just something that it made me feel uncomfortable because I knew the kid was dead, and so I knew that all of this stuff that he was hearing was basically just congratulatory, pat yourself on the back. You're a good dad, you murderous bastard. Yeah. Manus, all right, let's see this crap. Holy poop here, guys. Oh, man. Well, that's gonna just about do it for me for today. I will come back and fight Manus next time. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and as well as check out our other videos, especially our brawls where we put two movies head to head to see which one comes out on top. I'm Daniel from Cinema Brawls. This has been Daniel Plays Dark Souls and Rants About Movies. Thanks for watching. Bye.